Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Sherry and my channel is Blue Gemini. So good morning, y'all. I low-key wasn't even gonna make a video right now. I was gonna make one later on, but the video part 2 of Chanellee just dropped. I'm so glad she posted that part 2 because I really want to believe her. I really wanted to believe her after the part 1 because honestly I do believe her. But when she didn't post that video like she said, it kind of like made me question her credibility and her reasons. But like I said, I'm the kind of person that I'm going to assume what I'm going to assume until you come and give me the details of what I don't know. And then I'll decide off of there. So I honestly just think that the comments kind of made her hesitant. And then she said she works 50 hours a week. So I feel like that's just, I mean, like, YouTube isn't everybody's life, you know. People got lives, people got things they're doing. So I can understand that. And then she had to get that drink too. So that tells me, like, okay, the nerves were probably just getting to her. And she had to take a sip and talk and, you know. So if you guys don't already know the story, it's basically a YouTuber named Chanellee who made a video yesterday, a part 1. And I'll link her video just so that if anybody didn't see it, they can go click it because she just posted it. She basically made a video about her first encounter with Chillinwitwalt and how basically they went on a few dates. That was her video, her first part. So her second part today was basically giving a little bit more detail on the whole situation, kind of just explaining like why she made the video. And I get why she made it. Like, as she was talking, I was just like, oh, I feel what you're feeling. It feels all too familiar. Like, I think that she just kind of made the video like she said because she had been holding on to, you know, the information and just debating. And she just said, why not? Which I don't blame her. And I do still think it's just to get some clout off of it. But it's like, nah, Negro, you're not going to do me dirty and just leave me with nothing. Like, no, I'm going to make some money off of you at least. So for her, I can see why she will post it. I could picture myself being in that situation and seeing this person that was probably telling me all kinds of stuff in my ear and making me have all these expectations of us being on camera with somebody else. Like, no, sir, I'm going to expose you and I'm going to let it be known that you were doing other stuff other than being with that one woman. So, girl, more power to you. Keep it coming. She said part 3 is coming and she has pictures and stuff. So, hopefully that shuts up everybody who's pretty much saying it's just a fake story and she's just doing it for, you know, just for clout. Even though I do think partly it's for clout, just because people know Walt. It's like she's not going to come on. Well, no, she said she was going to tell story times about like other boyfriends and stuff. But why not start off with this one? Why not? Why not build your subscribers up and then give them more story times and stuff? So I don't blame you. But she basically was saying that her and Walt dated and that I said yesterday that he was probably at her house on some of those nights when Adrian said that he would be gone overnight. I knew it. Y'all, I'm like a psychic. Like, call me Mrs. Cleo / Sherry. But I knew it. I knew Walt was sitting there with people, with women, like on his list and just going down the line. And Nisha was the only stupid one to sit there and deal with him to the extent of needing him to live with her. But for Chanellee to say that they were basically talking up until he went to Adrian's house, he was talking to both of them at the same time. Because as soon as he left Adrian's house, he went straight to Nisha. So they had to have been talking already and, you know, built their relationship enough for him to live there. And the fact that she said that he was supposed to tell her when he got back to Milwaukee. Okay? He probably didn't expect to get back to Milwaukee so soon and suddenly. Girl, you probably dodged a bullet. Like, he was probably planning on coming back from Milwaukee after his few weeks or whatever he was going to stay in Florida. And he was probably going to somehow low-key try to live with you. So you probably dodged a bullet. But I can see why everybody's saying, like, oh, why are you so stuck on him and all this stuff. I can completely understand why she low-key probably feels like she was in love with him. I'm that type of person. Like, I'm a words person. So if I'm texting you constantly, like, shoot, 2 weeks, 1 week, if we're constantly texting, I'm going to fall for you harder than if I'm seeing you a lot. I'm a words person. So I can understand that. And she said that she'd been watching him. So you feel like you know Walt just by, watching him. You see his ways, you see his personality. Certain things that people have to date people to see, we could see it on camera. Okay? You have to date people to see what kind of a person they are with people, how they interact, just, little things, their temper, their mannerisms, little things. We could see that with Walt. That's why so many people feel like they know him now and they know what kind of person he is, because we saw all that. So yeah, I can see why somebody would be attracted to that. And then meeting him and, they hit it off physically as far as the chemistry and all that stuff. So I can see why she would be so like head over heels for him. And then to think that, this is going to go somewhere, I can see that. We may not see it as far as like, I don't find anything attractive about him. And I'm sure there's a lot that do not. But y'all got to understand, I'm in a whole nother age group than Walt. He's what, 40 something? I'm 32. I'm not going to find a 40 something year old attractive like that. Like, no, unless you Idris Elba, Denzel Washington or something, but he ain't neither one of those. So I'm not going to find that attractive. But Chanellee, I don't know how old she is, but she looks older. She looks more his age range. So they're going to find things differently attractive than what I would. So I'm not going to knock her for like being all into him. It grosses me out just because but I'm not going to knock her, because at the end of the day, that's their, their age group. She finds different things attractive than I'm going to find attractive. Certain things she's accepted at a certain age that I wouldn't. Like when I was younger, I wouldn't accept somebody who's got a receding hairline or something. Yeah, people tried it with me. People tried. Online dating is very catfishy. But at 32, I can look past something like that. So I would think it's the same for them. And to her, it's like, I'm at a certain age. I'm single. I met this man. He's really nice. He's really cool. I like what I see. So yeah, she's looking at it as like long term. You would think at a certain point in time in your life, you're not playing games anymore. Like, you're not just dating just to date. You're dating because you have intentions. You know what you want. And she's a female. And Lordy, I know with me, I can talk to somebody. It's real toxic. And it's very much an emotional roller coaster. But I can talk to somebody, like I said, for like 2 weeks. And I'm going to think about our future. Like, I'm going to sit there. I won't tell it to them because that's crazy. But I'm going to sit there and I'm going to be like, dang, I could picture myself with this person. I could be happy with this person. This person is this person is that. I'm going to picture like, dang, if I had kids with this person, he would be so good because of this, that, and the other. Like, we're women. That's just what we do. Every woman wants the fairy tale. So when you meet somebody and you got them rose-colored goggles on, of course you can picture a happily ever after because you don't see the bad. You don't see any of that. And I'm sure face to face with her and him, he didn't show her any of that. Or she just accepts certain things. Like, she said she likes that he's just himself and he doesn't mind, he'll talk about smoking and all that stuff. Some people don't mind. Me personally, I don't mind, I don't mind if you smoke, but I'm going to need you to still want to get up and work. Okay? But that's just me. She may not care. She may not see the same flaws that everybody else is going to see. She got to know him on another level. Y'all got to understand that. What we see with Walt right now is like Heckle and Jekyll type of thing. Like, it's like, ugh, why are you attracted to that? But y'all got to remember, in the beginning when he first came out, everybody loved his personality and just how real he was and how genuine he seemed. So that's what she got to see. And she's not even bashing him or anything. Like, I'm sure it's so much she could say, she could add to it, even coming with receipts. She could easily come with those receipts just proving that they did talk and stuff and add extras onto it easily. She didn't say not one bad thing about Nisha. She didn't say not one bad thing about Walt. She's literally just speaking of just her experience, how much of a good guy he was in her eyes, how much he made her fall for him. She's just saying that. Like, I don't understand why people are bashing her for it when she's just saying, it's like somebody saying when they met Denzel Washington, this was their experience. It's really no different. She's not bashing him. But I mean, people are going to say what they're going to say. It's always going to be the people that, you know, just are totally against anything. I personally, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of like, okay, girl, like, I was here for you. I was with it. But where's the video? Like, I just needed things to add up. So when she got on today and she kind of explained, you know, just kind of what the delay was, it's like, okay, that's understandable. Realistic. It's understandable. These people are characters, but at the same time, it's still their real life. And even her needing the notes, like, some people just don't have good memory. Like, if I'm telling a story about something that happened, 9 times out of 10, at least from what I feel like how I talk, it's not gonna flow how it needs to flow for somebody to understand it. Like, y'all, I get so surprised when I replay my videos I make of me just talking, and I get so surprised, like, it's actually flowing and makes sense. Because when I'm just talking to people, I'm always just like, I know that's confusing. I know this didn't make sense. I know I'm losing you. I've always said that. I've always just felt like when I'm just talking off the top of my head, it's just rambling and it's not making any sense. So if I'm sitting there trying to replay a story and I want to remember certain details and stuff, I would write it down too. Like, why is that a bad thing? It doesn't mean she's lying, because she's not sitting there reading the story. She's not sitting there saying, oh yes, on this date, me and Walt met, and then he did. It's not like she's reading a script. She's literally like, I didn't even really notice she kept looking down at the paper. If anything, I think she was just gazing at it to kind of like see little things. I don't think it was like super obvious or super scripted or anything like that. I really just feel like she's just a female that got hurt by him, and she's just telling what happened. I mean, it's kind of pointless because, you know, he's with somebody now, or he has a roommate now. Yeah, he got him a roomie now, and he's denying it, which is kind of stupid, y'all. Like, he'll sit there. This is what irritates me about Chillinwitwalt. He will sit there and deny things that are really not true that other people say. Like when Sin spoke on the whole grandson situation, he was quick to say, no, I didn't do that, and explain it. When he speaks on Adrian's situation, he is quick to sit there and explain it. But then on the other hand, when things come up and people ask him certain questions about like these women or just this information going around, he acts like, oh, I'm not going to explain nothing. I don't know what that is. So that right there tells me, Negro, you lying, and you know exactly what we're talking about. Like, I don't think Walt's a liar, but I think he's a manipulator. I think that he thinks that if he words things a certain way, that we'll believe him. But I don't think he'll blatantly say he's lying about something, or sit there and try Okay, bye. I don't think that he'll sit there. Okay. I'm not even daddy, girl. But I don't think that he'll sit there and he'll actually make up a story. Like, I don't think he'll sit there and somebody says, who's Chanellee? I don't think he'll be like, oh, I don't know who that is. She's this, that, and the other. He'll try it, but then it comes back. You know, the truth comes back. Because yesterday in his live, he was acting like, who is that? I don't know who that is. But then he turned around and said, oh, so if I talk to one person, all of a sudden they're in love, blah, blah, blah. So that tells us you know exactly who we're talking about. You're just in denial of it, or you don't want Nisha to know because the stories don't add up. Okay. Like, it's simple as that. He doesn't seem like he's smart enough to be able to just, you know, make up a lie and just, you know, keep it going. Because you make one lie, it becomes a web of lies. Girl. But I honestly... Yes, baby. What? Are you okay? Nothing. But I honestly think that she's telling you the truth. She doesn't strike me when she's talking. She's not striking me as she's lying about it or for clout and things like that. I just think she's taking an opportunity. She's telling a story and just taking the opportunity because she knows right now Chillinwitwalt is hot in these YouTube streets, and I don't blame her. Like, just like she said, if anybody had a story about it, they would come out. Like, dang, I wish I could say I met him. I wish I could say I met him. just to put it out there. I mean, why not? But I'm so curious what this part 3 is going to be. She said she's not going to make us wait, so I hope she's not lying to us. Because yesterday, I think I was up until like midnight, and I kept checking. I wasn't just up because I was checking, but I was up doing stuff. But I kept checking, and then I heard that she posted it this morning and then deleted it. So I was just like, oh, girl, what happened? Like, what happened? I was here for you. I was here for it. I believed you. I just needed to make sense. And so, I mean, we don't know why she deleted it. I've uploaded and deleted stuff once I figured out something went wrong with it. So, who knows? I mean, she downloaded it now. And I do like y'all. At first, I was like, why not just put all of this into one video? But I kind of like that she's splitting it up now because she's not giving too many details. Like for me to like speak on what she's doing, I would have forgot a lot of details. If she would have gave a lot of details, I would have had to write it down. You breathing all up in my face. But I would have had to write it down. So I'm glad that it's kind of like she's just dragging out little details about the whole situation. And I'm just curious what this next one is going to be, what these receipts are going to be. Like, girl, you got to come juicy. You got to come with these real receipts. You have to shut everybody who is doubting it up. If you have real receipts, nobody can say, oh, you're just lying and you're just making this up. Nobody can say that. So you gotta, you know, I want to see text messages. I want to see photos in your house. I want to see it all of it. And shoot, now that I think about it, she mentioned that he, with the whole Adrian situation and taking her car, like for all she knows, he was house hopping like from your house to Nisha's house. Like, I would be, that alone would make me like, ugh. Like, this is what I'm competing against? This is, ugh. Like, what? This Tasmanian devil is what I'm competing against? That would turn me off alone to see him with that and be like, so that's what won? Even though, honestly, I think that the only reason why he's with Nisha is because she's housing him. I really think like that. That's the only reason. If it wasn't for him housing her, he would be trying to play both of y'all still. So, girl, you dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet. Like, the pain and the heartbreak is still fresh, but you'll get over it. Girl, your head, it's like a boulder. But you'll get over it. And you'll realize that, like, you dodged a bullet. Like, he may have put on this persona of being this great guy in front of you and stuff, but look at what he got. Just look at what he got Nisha going through. Like, girl, that could be you. Eris. She likes to use her head as a weapon. But that could be you. So just think about the fact that you got out of there, you know, before all this extra crap happened. Okay, no. No, don't jump.
No.
But you got out of there, okay? Because he literally could be laying up in your house right now. And then you see the real him. Like, girl, you work 50 hours a week. Don't no woman who's working that much want to be sitting there with this grown man just laid up in their house, whether he's paying bills or not. I don't want a millionaire sitting up in my house doing nothing if I'm still going to work. Like, what? So, girl, you dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet, though. But, y'all, I'm glad that she posted it. We're a little step closer to the truth. Oh, God. Ooh, Lordy. Yeah, I don't know how I keep my train of thought with her. She, like, throws me off.